is I'm just going to explain to you about what's happening here, and then we're going to go down. I'm going to explain to you about the art studios that's above the actual Stardust, and then about the apartments that are all fully kitted out. Did everybody see the photographs of the apartments?
Yeah.
Who's loved one of them apartments who hasn't got a gas?
We all would.
Anyway, so just at the back of the garage here is the Stardust building, where 48 people lost their lives on Valentine's Day. So just see the pink building there, there's like a hairdresser. We're going to walk down by it anyway. So above there is 10 art studios being renovated at the moment. So the reason that I'm pointing out to you about these art studios is Rory O'Gorman has stated a few times now that schools, gyms, sports halls and art studios will be used to accommodate the huge influx of men.
What about his own house?
So
take him in his own house.
Well, yeah, so anyway, what's coming into the country, we all know at this stage. The Ukrainians are even talking about the people that are coming in here. They haven't got enough women and children to go around. They've brought them into Ockram Street, into the community building there, and the boxing and all the football things that were going on in there is cancelled. Now they have had refugees in there, women and children, and they did bring a couple of women and children in there now, but they brought 40 men, 4 women and 3 children, and that's into Ockram Street. So anyway, above here is 10 art studios, and they will be converting them, make no doubt, to accommodate all these men. So the men that have gone into Ockram Street are from City West. So what we believe is the men that will be put in here in this complex will also be from City West. Who's seen the videos of City West?
We all did.
Who didn't see the videos of City West? So everybody knows to carry on.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay?
Thanks.
So you have to be blind and deaf to not have heard about the increase in rapes and assaults that's been going on all over the country. Has everybody heard this?
Yes.
Children are not, I mean, my daughter, I won't let her get the bus anymore. I won't let her go anywhere. And I know that every single one of my friends are the same. The kids are like prisoners, but people are afraid to let them out on the street. Every day on Facebook, on Instagram and everything, all you're hearing is of kids being attempted abductions. Okay? Just want to thank the Garda for recording us and helping us with the protest.
That's good. He's won it, Marlo. Slander.
Right, so what we're going to do right now is we're just going to walk where the memorial is. So only a couple of weeks ago there was a new memorial put up for the 48 people who died here. So while 48 people died here on that night, an awful lot of people have died since then who are in the Stardust, between mental issues and just like every time that they closed their eyes they were in the Stardust. Plus the people who escaped from it, and then the people who weren't there but who were there in spirit. 100%
absolutely.
So I remember it because I'm that old, but I was a bit too young to go to. But I remember, I've said this before, sorry if anybody heard me saying it before, but I will never forget the smell of fear, the smell of horror, the smell in the area. It was of sadness. It was just actually unbelievable. And to think that they want to bring people to live in this spot is just deplorable. I mean, Mr. Keegan, God rest his soul, his wish was to have this as a park.
Yes.
And that's
That's what it should be.
Instead they put the park in Bonnybrook, the Stardust Memorial Park. They put up, after years, they put up 48 dancing people. It's never opened, it's not kept, it's disgraceful. But it should have been put here where people could have come and felt that you were where the people died. Absolutely. You know, 100%. Anyway, we're just going to walk now, just to the back here where the memorial is. And if you just look to the left, you'll see the apartments. So the large tall bit in the middle is where the entrance to the Stardust was. And there's loads of people have it on that page now. So if you're not familiar with it, just look on the pages on Instagram and social medias and you'll find it. Thanks. When we get there, sorry, we're going to do a minute's silence when we get there, and we're going to have a few words from somebody who lost family in the tragedy. Thanks.
Thank you. Who has the tissues at the ready? Kevin does. I fucking wish.
Kleenex while supplying.
It's sickening though, isn't it? Like if it's one place you need to protect, it's this. Do you know what I mean? Nah. Like I was saying in my own video last night around, like,
I used to drive past the families outside at Maxall.
Yeah.
Like they'd be outside at Maxall protesting for that.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's 48 years later though, and it's still all this, like, and they're still fighting.
I know,
you know what I mean?
And they do this.
And it's like now they're putting one fella for every year. You know what I mean? Like 50 men now. It's nearly 50 years now. Do you know what I mean? It's I thought myself as well. Like when I heard about this, I didn't think it would affect me the way it did. Like my mother used to always come out like every weekend, and she was here the weekend before, but she didn't go that weekend.
Put man down.
You know what I mean?
They were meant to go on the night.
Yeah.
They didn't go.
Yeah,
They were
that's
meant to go.
same with my own man. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
The one myself, we all around back then, Valentine's Day, back when he was good.
And most of them are good enough. No documents, no entry. No documents, no entry. We do this because we care. Fair play to it. Fair play. Alright, bud.
Fucking fair play to you, man. Fair play to you, brother. That's some video you made the other day. Brilliant. You're a hurt man as well. I'm telling you now, yeah. Stop being on your own. I'm telling you, you need to be a few, even they won't. Someone talk to you that way when you're with numbers.
Well, it was the other day, that protest at the GPO, sure I walked past the same couple with Ferg and 2 or 3 others, and he put his head down.
Yeah.
It was only after that towards the end, it was on my own, then he started abusing me again, you know what I mean?
Is that on or?
Yeah, that's on, yeah.
You nearly command their respect.
Yeah.
And they're more respectful, they'll talk to you when there's a group like this. And you're on your own, they're bullies.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk to you when, jeez, this, yeah?
Imagine what's going to happen to this beautiful
Sorry.
memorial if they get to move in here.
I won't be going anywhere. Just want to get close up there. Sorry.
Lost their lives, bored to death. A family still live around this area, and they have to watch this now. It's built up by illegal
Don't want to get too close. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and he survived. Just still, do you know what I mean? Like, there was one just disfigured.
There you have it, folks.
And you can see the writing on the top. They never came home.
All because Butley had chain locks on the fucking exit doors.
Chain locks was on the exit doors. So people were screaming to try and get out. They barred up windows.
So we'll just do a minute's complete silence now, please, if that's okay. I think for anybody who hasn't been here before, when you see this, it kind of brings it home. But there's an awful lot of people who come here every year on Valentine's Day to mourn the people who died. Their friends, their family, their relatives. And this is just, the people who are on that wall are from Coolock, from Kilbarrack, from East Wall, from Darndale, from Donamead, from Ringsend. Everybody came to the Stardust. And Derry, somebody died from Derry as well. So it's the fact that they would think about putting the people that are causing so much disturbance in City West anywhere near here is absolutely disgraceful. And while we know what's going on all over the country, this is specifically different. Does anybody disagree with me on that?
No!
Am I right?
Yes!
Get the move!
You can feel it. As soon as you stand here in front, you feel different, don't you? Like, you know what I mean? And that's right at Christy Moore as well. She'll never be allowed to sing that song again. Never. If anybody does ever hear them singing it, they should fucking say it to him. Should let him know. Try it to the others. Exactly. So listen, he seems to forget the 80, 90,000 that went to Dublin every fucking week.
Yeah.
Every couple of weeks, like, to support them. Do you know what I mean? They all have short memories. I'll tell you one thing, the likes of all of us don't, and we'll never forget it. Never.
So we were going to have words from somebody, but they're too upset. So instead we're just going to have Sheila, who also lost family, is going to say the Hail Mary. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah! That woman there as well, Sheila, like, she's been fighting for a building in town for the homeless for years. And it's been given out to these fake UGs, like, you know what I mean? That poor woman is fighting for years.
70 odd and he's on O'Connell Street.
Yeah, man, was it Tom Nevin? Tom Nevin, I think, the bloke down in Sligo in Outfit, died because the local authority wouldn't house him. 70 odd years of age, he died on the street.
They come to the High Court because they haven't been housed.
Yeah, that happened.
Just that new law that was passed 4 months, you have to be here now, else that they can sue us.
And you have people on housing that's 15, 20 years. And Exactly. Second, third or fourth class. Listen, literally, because the amount of, like, every other nationality is getting every single thing ahead of us, apart from the others. Because it's the land of the fucking milk and honey, as they say, isn't it? Man, that's some people don't realise about the whole asylum gig as well. You have the land in the first country, like, you know what I mean? Not here. Oh, miles away. Fucking mental. Yeah, right, kid. Sorry, folks.
Because a cloud went over, a dark cloud went over the whole of Dublin and everywhere else because of the fear of what happened to them. It was a tragedy, and may God forgive them that didn't give them justice. So please God, this time, it's been a hard battle. I've been outside the dial as well, at Stardust, standing on my own.
Fair play to
Fair play to
Like I said,
Sheila.
mother and baby homes. But however, we'll get justice in April.
Absolutely.
It's due, well overdue.
Absolutely.
And those who try to stop us, I hope they rot in hell.
They will. They will. Well said, Sheila. Well said.
So we're just going to walk around now and I'm going to show you where the apartments are.
Fair play
So
to
just
Sheila.
here.
Fair play to. I was talking to it in East One Town last week. Fair play to. Like, when would any of us ever meet or talk to each other or associate? You know what I mean? When, like a 20-year-old man hugging out like that. When, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I swear. It's the first time I even seen her was only last week. I seen her on the video.
Did you see that video?
Yeah, like, standing outside the building. Yeah.
What a legend.
Do you know what I mean? And I met her outside East Walden last week, saying things, she just embraces it, and she's absolutely so. Yeah, proper diamond of a woman, you know what I mean? Like everybody, we're all here fighting for the same reason, you know what I mean? Like my own 2-year-olds over there in the book, you know what I mean? So you have 2-year-olds and you have 70-year-olds, probably 80-year-olds, you know what I mean? Like I sat in the pub the other day after the one in town, and I was just looking around, I was like, when would I ever? Like I don't even drink. So for me to be in the fucking pub and anyway, and I'm mixing with all these people, and I was just like, I've known them for fucking years, you know what I mean?
I seen your video there last week and I didn't know who you were.
The one getting chased with the
fucking legend, man.
Yeah.
But then somebody, I was saying, who's that fella? I know his voice, and then somebody only pointed me out to there, outside the airport.
Yeah, all good.
That was legendary stuff.
It just shows the police up for what they are. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking, like, I know I kind of said it a bit aggressive. I was like, Ireland first, what about the Irish first? And then someone said, what about Ukraine? So I replied, fuck Ukraine. You know what I mean? F Ukraine. I was like, yeah, so what about the dick you tried to hit me about it? And then the copper says, I told you already. Yeah, man, yeah. But see, when he snatched the phone out of my hand, I mean, we had a little scuffle. I took the phone back off. But there was 3 coppers behind us and they done nothing because they knew I was in the wrong, they were in the wrong. Do you know what I mean? So I'll have my day with him, and it won't be a win for me, it'll be a win for all of us, you know what I mean?
That these two here at the end are the biggest, but that there's nobody, they're not being used for some reason.
Yeah, right.
I think they're off beds or something, we're not too sure what they are, but they put blackout blinds on the windows recently. Now these 2 lights have been on, but these 2 here are new on. Anyway, look at the lovely little own doors with the little blue keypad, little bell, little security light. No papers, no entry.
That's it.
They're not in there.
Like that sign says there, folks, no documents, no entry. But let them know before they get here. Let us. Well, no, look, folks, this is what it's about. These are sacred grounds, and they're trying to basically eradicate this from Irish history. You know what I mean? They're trying to even rename the place as well. So, if that doesn't tell you all you need to know about it, then you know it's not. Sorry. Oh, of course. Listen, I was homeless for long enough myself. You know what I mean? Would I loved something like that.
So at the end here, right at the very end, at the top, right at the very end, there's all them, all up the top there, and all where the apartments are. So as I said, you've all seen them gorgeous little 2-bedroom apartments. I don't know how long the little glass table will last, but however, lovely little glass table. It's probably a medicine key that they're going to be used as well. But this is where they want to bring them. And if they get down here, this song is the start. So this time we have to be vigilant everywhere. No passport, no entry! No passport, no entry! No passport, no entry! No passport, no entry! No passport, no entry!
73. Ow! 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 Ah, streets!
And the main reason for the march on Dublin Airport yesterday was the little trial run.
Hey! They didn't know what to do.
They did it quietly because we just needed to see how it would play out. So everybody is ready for the real one. So At the moment, the iPass centres in Ireland are full of people who came here through the proper channels. They're not getting accommodated. But yeah, Minister O'Gorman, I hate to say his name, Robert O'Gorman
Absolutely.
put it out in 26 languages. Did you know that?
Yeah.
26 languages inviting them to come from everywhere. I seen a boat.
No, he did not.
I seen a boat come in from France or something the other day, and they all drowned in it. So they were told that Treasure Ireland, which is what they're calling us, Treasure Ireland is the land of milk and honey. Well, they need to know now that it's the famine in Ireland at the minute.
Yeah.
I was in hospital with my daughter on Saturday night for 9 hours. The waiting time in hospitals is 12 hours. 11 hours in Temple Street.
Disgrace.
5 days to get an appointment for a doctor. So O'Gorman is saying that the list is endless.
They'll get one within 5 days.
We're bringing them all in. It's a bottomless pit. They're not tapping the numbers. Where are you going to put them? Where are you getting the extra doctors? Where are you getting the extra doctors? Are you bringing in extra doctors? Are you bringing in extra nurses? Are you bringing in skill teachers? Are you bringing in Garda? Because the Garda are leaving because their jobs are so hard. The Garda can't get Garda now.
We'll help the Garda. We'll help the
Anyway, there's a girl going to see now, Mandy, and she came all the way from Dublin. And I just want to say we've people from everywhere here, and we can't thank you enough for coming down to Dublin.
Hey!
It's the communities that are together. And I know I've said this before, but make no mistake, the government are having emergency meetings about us every night.
Yeah, so they should.
They've now introduced, so when they were bringing in the refugees into the community, they had meetings. And the meeting was about, will we tell the people of the community that we're bringing them in? And they all decided no. So what they did was they got local heroes or local champions. So Billy McMahon up
Traitors! Traitors! Alright. Yeah, take this phone and get a few pictures, will you?
They all took their 30 pieces of silver and the brown envelopes to sell the people of Ireland down the Swan.
What's it say?
So they are trying to tell
Alright, I didn't
people
know what you're saying.
that refugees here are a good thing. Of course, refugees
Yeah,
come
good
to
for
Ireland
them,
is a
not for
very
us.
thing, but once you come through the right channels. Documents, passports. Where can we go to anywhere? You can't leave Ireland unless you have a passport. So if they get on a plane and they get off it without a passport,
Send them back.
they should be fucked back on it.
Exactly! Yes! Well
No
said.
other country would put up with it. And I was speaking to a girl today who told me that the only countries in the world who give accommodation freely to people is Ireland and England. And that's why they come here.
But no more!
Yes.
So there's the people on housing lists that can't get a property. We have people are coming in and they're refugees or they're asylum seekers or whatever they are, and they're getting properties really easy. So this is wrong. I mean, something has to change. And communities like this is what's going to change it. So some communities are finding it hard to get people to get off their arse and come out. It's going to take the life of a child. But there's something drastic going to happen to make people realise what's happening. So at the end of March, all the hotels contracts are ending. In Travelodge in Townsend Street, 400 men have been told to get their own accommodation. Where do you think they're going?
Going home.
So we've just been told that they're in these already.
Get them out!
Get them out! Get them out! Get them out! Get them out! Get them out! Get them out! Get them out! No entry! Oh, did you get them all? Get some. Yeah, see the people with the signs and the oaks now. Get pictures with the signs. If they want their face in them, they want their face in them. If they don't, they can just put the boards up at their face, just get pictures of them all, yeah? So I can make a good joke later on, yeah? There's one thing I don't there's one thing I don't have is pictures. What? Me? Ah, look at. Oh, listen, the right opportunity and I'm on top of it. That's your bollocks there. Yeah. No entry! No entry!
No documentation!
You never know, you might get lucky and one of them might be open.
Justice for 48!
Sorry. Never! Alright, the boys. Alright, Georgie.
Check that solicitor out, man Sweeney.
Are you?
Man Sweeney.
Nah, I haven't got back. You're telling me about him though, yeah, definitely, yeah. No entry! What's this over here? Is this like bike shed or something, is it? No entry! Ew! What's in there? Oh, is it? We thought it was where they put their bikes or something. Ew! No entry! No entry! No entry! No entry! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Ew! Leo! Yeah! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Boo! Didn't even budge. Back to the phone. Hello.
Oh, there's a far right, is there?
Oh, yeah, that's far right, yeah. A two are all far right.
People just get your attention there. My name is Mandy. I'm from Drimna in Dublin 12.
All out there, folks.
And the reason that we came out here, because when we started our first rally, which was outside our local school, in Drimna, we were told that there was 100 children being housed in our school, which was another lie. There was 28 men being housed in that school. They were also housed in the school in the July and August of that year, which the Planning Act was not there to allow it, definitely for the July and the August.
Folks.
It was amended in the November. Peter Buck signed that off, and he signed off our schools, community centres and art halls. Anything to do really with your children in the summer is basically gone because the hotels are not going to renew in the March. So we are going to get an influx of people, there's no doubt about it. And as everybody has said here, and at every other march, we are willing to help real refugees, women, children, men, families. But we won't accept unvetted men.
No!
We know that the local communities, your local TDs, they're being funded by the state to fight against us. That's where they get the money for their big banners. So we've had one in Drimna
But we did meet all the local representatives. But that's we found out on the news the next day. They were in there getting funded to fight us concerned parents.
Scum.
And the plan has been left wings or right wings or fucking chicken wings, I don't know. I'm just a concerned parent, and I'm sure
Give us one of them chicken wings. Yay!
I've never been at that memorial in my life, and I'm traumatised by that memorial. And I agree with every one of you as people here that nobody, and I mean nobody, should live at that memorial. That is a place where people lost their lives out having a beautiful night. That's never been recognised by this state, this government, this dirty government. That was allowing the public on the misery of the people. All the people, it doesn't matter whether you come in on a plane or you leave it on a plane. They couldn't give a shit. As long as they
You're coming and going one way, aren't you?
they have a number of dogbots and they're funding NGOs to make a laugh out of all of us here and every one of us that's just concerned for our community and our children. And that's, we can't be put down for that, people.
Irish communities.
No more!
No more! Well done, well done. Ew, ew, ew! Ew, ew, ew! Ew, ew, ew! 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 Ew, ew, ew! No entry! No entry!
Here, listen lads, I just want to say, I won't keep this long, I'll be short, I'll be brief, but I'll be factual. We're looking at what the government is doing. Everybody knows what the government are doing. And basically, I've watched a number of programmes where the MEP from Sweden and the MEP from Austria and the Prime Minister from Hungary, the Hungarian Prime Minister, all in Brussels, spoke out for us and mentioned us in particular in Ireland about the Irish men and women, grassroots people, mothers and fathers, and they really lashed it, and Velasquez was there. So they're getting immense pressure from Brussels, from certain people in Russia, in Brussels, and the government are under pressure from outside sources that are outside of area, and then we have all the groups, not only within Dublin, but in Mullingar, in Sligo, in Cork, in Limerick, Waterford, and Wicklow, and Wexford. You know, we seen one there in Kilkenny today with that young chap standing up. And what we all need to do is that we all need to support each other. We need to get together in groups
Braxton, look.
and support each other, because, you know, together we stand united.
Good man. Good man. Fair play to us.
And I see something on my phone, and it's a legal document, and it states that no.
Hold it out for him. Just get him in here, yeah? We'll hold it out for him.
People to accept any foreign nationals into this country. Now I'm going to print that out. I'm going to put it on a poster because it's a legal government document. So I just want to say that there is hope. The British media, the print media, they support us. There was I can't think of his name, Nigel Farage on Sky News. He even spoke up for us.
Huh?
We have outside sources and that's putting pressure onto the government.
When we go back
and
over
then we're at home also putting pressure onto the government. But we all have to stick together. And the next time we hit Dublin Airport, I don't want to see a couple of hundred there or 100. I want to see
thousands! Thousands!
It's in the heart and it's in our blood that the fighting Irish will never, ever give up.
Yeah! Never! Never!
So rally all together, everybody, and rally together and unite.
Yes! Well said, Alan. Well said. The Irish will never beat the Irish. You'll never beat the Irish.
You'll never beat the Irish.
Love it.
One more quick thing. Support the British for 800 years, and nobody fucking supported us. No other country supported us.